Okay, I didn't have audio the first time I recorded. I almost made the same mistake twice. Um, Hi, I'm back with another video. I know it's been a minute, but life be life, and sometimes I don't have the energy to make a video. But we've talked about the internet, we've talked about religion, and we've talked about all kinds of things. Um, what I want to talk about is something popular in the internet news here, because we talked about in a previous video about how like internet safety is important and how like if you're my age, um, having a place to be safe online is very important. Um, and having a place that is safe for you and for the people you care about, especially if you have young people in your lives, that is super important because there's as much as the internet can be used for good, it can also be used for bad, and I think talking about it is very important. So, if you don't know, if you haven't been on the internet in the past couple days or so, week or so, I like made notes for this video and then did not record it. I ended up kind of because I wanted a full story before I record. Excuse me. But if you have not heard, hold on, I don't remember which one is correct. This one, yes. No. You don't need this one. No, you need. Sorry, I be getting myself together. Sometimes this will do. Um, if you have not heard about Slip, I cannot pronounce CH's, so I'm really sorry. He is a YouTuber who makes videos about Roblox. And how there are people who are wanting to do bad things to minors on Roblox. Often in his videos, if you've not watched them, um, he or somebody on his team will pretend to be someone who is underage, and usually some sort of predator. Usually, they do follow the rules and regulations that police would use and to talk. They don't encourage talking to them, but they tend to attract people who want to cause harm to young people. And then often it ends up being on Discord, and Discord has their whole shebang about talking about what's going on. But so Schlepp has caught 6 people, or has had 6 arrests done in the past year or so. Well, not past year, maybe longer than that. Trying to catch these people, and so basically, Roblox makes a statement because they are tired of hearing. They are tired about being born about this issue, being like, what are you going to do to protect children? What are you going to do to protect minors? So, instead of, doing the responsible thing of, making responsible decisions here, they decide to do something else. They send Slep a cease and desist. Um, Basically, what they're saying, a childhood, they kind of say a lot of nonsense. And they basically have said that, like, you can pause and read for yourself if you want to read it. Uh, Basically, he talks about how like he grew up with his experiences and that how like this is what he wanted to do to help other young people. Um, but Roblox decides that he is banned. Basically, this is their full statement. The person who did cause harm to him was banned, but only years later because they don't take child protection seriously. They often have said, Slep has talked about in more videos. I'll link his channel below if you want to watch his videos about it. But like often what they'll do is they won't tend to ban these people even after they're caught by the police until it gets to be big attention on the news, online. And it keeps growing, and they have the free Slep campaign because he's banned from Roblox from ever making another account, and all his accounts were banned because um yeah, basically Robots instead, this is his statement. I meant to be. I forgot to get Roblox's statement. I'll get theirs first. But Roblox basically banned him, and then people made their campaigns, and the attention's growing, and we're worried about child safety. That's not the link I was trying to find for you. But um, but basic. Let me go back and find it. Hold on. I can. I'm not gonna go get verified, but I wanted to show Roblox basically does a cease and desist kind of action here where they're like, absolutely not. You cannot talk about this. You will be banned if you talk about this. Well, you are banned. Um, because Roblox has this issue where people are their actions and things that are not appropriate for children on a children's website. There are adults on a children's website. And yet, Roblox doesn't care. They could care less. They don't care that children are being harmed. And for a website that I know a lot of people tend to spend a lot of money on, well, not necessarily spend a lot of money on, but like I feel like I know people who have like not protected their children from, or like have had their added their credit cards. So children spend a lot of money on these in-app purchases because Roblox is really known for, while in-app purchases, while um while in-app purchases help developers of games, it gets a little unhandsy here of like the in-app purchases. Okay, I found the cease and desist. I don't like that source, but hold on. Never. I mean, basically, they basically sent him a cease and desist saying that like he has to stop doing this. He has to sending sending stop doing this work on. Okay, here. Okay. Um. Basically, what they say is basically they say that this is simulated child endangerment violations, and like even though they're trying to do their best with like moderation and to like protect people, so they claim, and they're saying that this is illegal, and that they think this is harmful, and that like he wants to protect children, and they think that it has to be done through per, proper channels, and Roblox will be closing his accounts because they basically wrote a rule to cover themselves in this situation, being like you can't essentially be they're calling vigilantes on their platform here, um, which is a little ridiculous that they sent a cease and desist to a young person who's been trying to, because we're similar ages, so like taking time to talk about these kind of things. It's getting a lot of media attention. A lot of people have been canceling their accounts or canceling their children's accounts. Some of their high creators have like canceled their like star program, whatever the Roblox has, to like um talking about it. This is alleged. This also talks about like Slipple wants to help them in their problem versus like them ignoring it. That like this is an alleged quote that he says like you have to. The people are saying you have to make a decision. You can keep your players safe, but it'd be less of them on the platform, or you can let them do what they want and keep people happy. So Roblox is more insistent on keeping their money versus protecting children. Um, Basically like there's this kind of stuff in Roblox which is very strange. That like obviously these things can yes, he's saying he's caught that these things are obviously can be used in an inappropriate manner. These like actions and stuff that you can do in Roblox. Um, Once again, people are really motivated to try to like get their story. Even Chris Hansen is involved, but we'll get to that part in a second. I don't like write a script for this. I just like, message myself all of the like links I wanted to talk about. Well, let's go back to what I was doing. My links here that I had. Um, uh, Even I have a lot of links here. I have so many links here. I have so many links. Um, Basically, there's an attorney in Louisiana here who is talking about who's outraged about this stuff here. Um, and I think bipartisan support has actually happened in this situation. Wrong window again. It has happened in this situation. Like, why is this kind of stuff? on Roblox, and like it's spelled wrong on purpose so that like the detection software doesn't pick it up. Like why? Yeah, like I can't show that clip to like even like things like age play, which are like a like which is a strange thing. Like adults need to not be doing that. I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier about how like even Chris Hansen has reached out to him, Slip about, and they're making a video or and like researching this soonish. Because some of these links are from about a week or so ago. Because Roblox does not care about child safety issues. Because there's lots of predators online who are grooming young people. Um, and it's not good. It's because and Roblox does not care. They could care less about. They rather keep their dollar bills and then ignore people about yes some more things. They ban people who are doing this, claiming it's an unsafe environment. Even though Roblox is the unsafe environment because young people are being harmed and they're doing a lot of bad things, like allowing kind of a lot of like questionable activity. He's working with the congressman, um, working with Congress, even on like protecting bills. Roblox is banned in a few, right, being banned in a couple countries now because of the childhood safety issue they have. Roblox does not want you to put this as your name because they don't care. If you are using free slip in any form of Roblox, they will warn you that this is a violation of their terms of service because they want to keep this quiet because companies like this are more concerned about keeping their money versus protecting young people. Um, there's a YouTuber out here who's standing, he's protesting. Um, Press release. Basically, like if you go on Roblox, we're gonna experiment with this ourselves to like show that I'm not kidding, I'm not joking. But this is a link someone has posted of like the strange things they see when they go on Roblox, and it's questionable about that. And public bathroom is from what I've heard, a very inappropriate place where people are doing things in a public bathroom to young people. Well, not to them, but talking about and engaging in inappropriate behavior in the bathroom simulator. And then Roblox doubled down. They doubled down when they got this lawsuit from the state attorney general for Louisiana saying that like they want to. It says resources that help detect and prevent inappropriate conduct and behavior and community standards are clearly set on how to behave in Roblox and describe. We have both advanced using AI, which we'll talk about in a moment. That like they aren't very good. For inappropriate content, our trust and safety team will take swift action. Remove through AI scans, user flags, proactive, blah blah blah. No, I guess our open source model Roblox sent to you an advanced AI program. So they double down. Basically, they're saying that like this lawsuit isn't necessary. We've handled it. You don't talk about it anymore. Just let it go. Essentially, is what they're saying here. And then what else? They can. I've not seen what this game is, but I think it is like a Dollhouse Roleplay. I believe is a game like we talked about a little bit earlier. Um, with age play, I think, but usually I think it's something that like it should not people should not be playing on this with children, like most Roblox games. And then the CEO made this safety video about saying that like safety is important and like and they're working on it. But even though like Celeb has brought this to Dave Buzuki's attention multiple times, and now he's just blocked. So he does not want to hear it. He does not want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, there's so many community notes being like, this is incorrect. Roblox does not care about you. Does not care about other people. I lost my spot in my notes, in my links here. I had a lot of links basically. Okay. Yeah, Chris Hansen speaks out about this Roblox. They make this statement about child safety. Yeah, they said he looks pretty clueless. He does look like they don't know what he's talking about. yeah, risk endangerment, and that like they say that these are like fake, they could be fake. They don't really care about saying that like, oh, we should be holding ourselves accountable and make better rules for young people. No, they don't care about you. They not care about young people. They care about making money. um they're making a safety council, so they say, to like protect people, but they don't care. um then they see that like he's edited this topic here because they look at these tweets. You can see edit history in tweets. But people of Congress are even saying that like, so while Roblox CEOs gaslighting that safety has always been a top priority, the truth is that it's not, and it's true. So like both people on both sides of the aisle are like talking about this. Um, there's even like dating. They're trying to talk about social hangouts, making these like dating things, which are not appropriate either, because they rather fix things versus talk about. They rather like make a space for these things to keep their money versus do something about it, which is crazy. Once again, Schlep has also talked about this is a GoFundMe setup that he did not set up. This is not real. So if you see this on your anywhere, don't give money to it. So report it if you see it. Is it even the reporter of Skibidi Toilet, which is some brain rot content, even says that like this is bad. Yeah, Roblox basically they kept going. They kept tripling double down. They don't care. Yeah. This is someone's recommendation about Roblox should have some rules, because Roblox, what they kind of said is that like you can block your child from playing specific games, but it um essentially only lets you ban 100 games or something like that. And then once again, we've talked about like Roblox wants a dating service out of this, which is very strange. And like instead of fixing the problem, they want to add to it, and make it a moneymaker here. Because someone said here they could always just make a separate platform, but I think with age verification, anybody can do anything. Oh yeah, Roblox does allow age playing, which is can be sexualized. Um, then there's these like hug therapy games, which I think have popped up recently, that are like kind of in the same realm as the like bathroom simulator, where like people can give hugs, which is not hugs, by the way. Okay, it's inappropriate. Um, Roblox talk has changed. Basically, they're saying that like these aren't bedrooms anymore, but art exhibits, because there's like Roblox condos, if you don't know about those, which are like a place where people do sexual activity, and a lot of minors end up in there, and that's how adults talk to minors, and it's not appropriate. And they often want to move this conversations elsewhere to exploit this minor. Yes. Um, this is this is someone else's like talking about like someone a parent talking about how like Fortnite very quickly responded with the correct response of like, hey, we're gonna take this down. Thank you for telling us. And we'll keep removing content like this. That was a responsible place to do it versus like being like, no, we just won't. Yes, and then yeah, Roblox Slub also responds saying that Roblox said that like is a cease and desist, saying you shouldn't share personal information, but yet they want you to make your username such as your real name, your name on Roblox. Um, um, there's this. I'm gonna put this. Make sure I put this in the description. This link that you can go to. That you yourself can talk about. Talking about Roblox, and you can sign up. And sign up this petition to protect kids against Roblox. I mean, because Roblox does not care about you or anybody else. So if I will put that in the link as well, so you can sign yourself. This is a story that I think this is about Roblox just tries to cover it up. I saw a file in 20 to Roblox and Discord, forcing them to confidential arbitration, claiming his father agreed to determine to use their card as matter to pursue claims under the public eye. Benefits: you cannot complain that Roblox is trying to prevent from seeking justice after Roblox just wants people to keep quiet and not talk about this because they don't care. And one of the people that he's caught, Miguel Gonzalez, has a warrant out for this because he failed to appear in court. So if you know where this guy is or can find him, make sure you report him to proper authorities. We talked about the hug thing, which is seems to be inappropriate or like a loose way to get around their moderation kind of thing is what they're trying to do, but it's just not working. Basically this person, this tweet is gone now, but I don't know who this is, but this tweet is gone. Basically about their platform is gone. But lots of platforms are talking about this because Roblox does not care. They do not care about young people. They do not care about people's trust and safety. They do not care about protecting your young people. So if you and young people in your life talk about safety on the internet for one, but two, also make sure that like you're monitoring what your child is doing on the internet, making sure that you are also watching what your children are doing, because a part of the responsibility is also on the parents themselves to talk about safety on the internet, but also protecting your children from these kind of things is also important because platforms clearly only care about making money and do not care about you. They'd rather keep the money in their pockets and act like nothing ever happened versus actually doing something about it. So I think that's all I have to say about this video. I feel like I wanted to just talk about this because as much as I love the internet and had a lot of fun on the internet, this kind of situation. Oh, I remember what we were gonna do. One more thing before we go. We were checking to see my keyboard. This keyboard's not connected. Okay, so basically also something I think is interesting here is when you go online to look up Roblox. Roblox, the parental controls and safety. Sort of, but none of these protect like children against inappropriate things. Roblox is rumored to be shutting. That's not true, but I don't think Roblox is gonna be like shutting down, but I do think that they're like protecting young people. It could shut down, but probably not. This is a news report article saying that like the companies see a seemingly well-intentioned vigilantes were banned, have taken action was unacceptable. Blah blah blah. We talked about the petition to do more to protect children. This company's facing multiple civil suits because they don't care about protecting people and they don't care about you. So their stock is plummeting because nobody cares. Everybody sees this and goes, ugh, no. Out of curiosity, Roblox. Let's see what we find. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna make a quick account real quick, but you don't need to see what's on my screen. You don't need to see that because you don't need to know my private information. But I think, but I want to experiment with something. Also, my keyboard. I need you to be operational, please. Thank you. Blah 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 blah. Sign up. Sure. Let's see what we see. Let's see what we see. Okay, we're gonna investigate a little bit. So, when we get on Roblox, we see life. Night in the forest, even 99 nights in the forest is actually pretty cool. But let's see. This is I set to my appropriate age. If you don't, I set it to my appropriate age. But I was curious to see what we can see here. Steal a brain rot. Let's see. Club Roblox for opportunity for free rewards. Supermarket simulator. Escape the dentist. I was trying to see if I set it to my appropriate age. This is what we got. Lots of RP games, which I'm wondering about how safe these kind of things are. Let's just pick a random. We're gonna pick a random one and see what kind of things we get into. Real quick, let's see what Life Together. I'm curious. We're gonna open up and see what we can get into for a little bit. Maybe for like 5-10 minutes. We're not gonna. I don't want to download Roblox. Oh my god, I don't want to download. Maybe not. We might not do this actually because I don't want to download Roblox on my computer. I don't want to. But if we look around, let's see what we can find that looks questionable. Like the K-pop, like this kind of picture, like sure it isn't bad in its context, but like those kind of things are like strange, and like tends to be violence. Like this person's being beat up. Things like weapons. That Piggy was cool, but you know stuff like that. I've seen this game too, but like stuff that was kind of questionable, but not too questionable. It's kind of how they get around this whole like moderation thing of protecting people. But that was just a quick scroll because I don't have a lot of time. Well, I am about one quarter of the video, but basically, I think I've said everything I needed to say about Roblox for now. If you want me to follow up on this video, I will. But thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, like it. If you don't like it. But tell me what you think. And that's all. Okay, bye.